if Dallas loses to the Giants week 1 Sunday Night Football, they're not saying, well, if they only had Lucky Whitehead and that was an unfortunate case of mistaken identity for him. There's a lot of people wondering if Dallas already, the way they've started their training camp, is already behind the 8 ball. They would be if Ezekiel Elliott's out. What can you tell us on Zeke before I let you go here, Jason?
Yeah, I mean, look, I would not be surprised at all if he's handed a 1 or 2 game suspension. The league is going to have to make that decision sooner rather than later, certainly in the next couple of weeks, usually by the middle of training camp. Teams, rightfully so, want to know, am I going to have this player week 1 or not? It's going to change our reps in mid to late August. In terms of their culture, having success, I guess, relatively speaking, in 10-win seasons that then, end up with a playoff defeat for the most part. I mean, I think the culture there is a little off and a little warped. And the idea that you can do what you want Monday through Sunday, but just bring it for Monday through Saturday, but just bring it for 3 hours Sunday, I don't know that it served them all that well. I mean, unlucky, whatever you want to call them, that's the tip of the iceberg in terms of when you're talking about, bringing in a Greg Hardy and drafting a Randy Gregory and having Ezekiel Elliott and even Dak. I mean, the reason Dak fell was because of off-field concerns. So they've had cultural issues there, and I don't know that, whacking a guy like that now necessarily changes anything.
Jason, thanks for the time. Really appreciate it. We'll chat soon.
Anytime, buddy.
You got it. It's Jason LaCanfora. And in terms of Ezekiel Elliott, I'm just positing this theory. I'm not saying that I know anything, or I'll raise my hand and say this is just me thinking. The Ezekiel Elliott suspension, whether it's coming or not, why hasn't it happened yet? What are they waiting for? Perhaps the league is still getting their ducks in a row, crossing T's, dotting I's, knowing that Jerry Jones will be particularly upset about this. An owner maybe going against the league publicly, getting upset about it. Don't want Jerry Jones's Hall of Fame week to be about that, or questions being asked of Jerry about that the enshrinement will take place, and maybe then we'll hear it.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that video, be sure to download our app, and I'll be sure to move Week 6 games to Saturday for that wedding you have to go to.